Hi friends, can China overtake US economy? I would say I am not sure. However, for one thing I am very sure that India will overtake China sooner or later. Whatever it is, one fact remains that China has already overtaken most of the world economies except USA. So the question arises, can China do it for USA also? I will respond to this question, but before that, I would like to submit before you the current economic status between USA and China. Here 6 criterions are there. First of all, what is the total GDP in real terms? Here, USA stands at $26 trillion, whereas China stands at $20 trillion. Here, USA is ahead of China by $6 trillion. Number 2 is total GDP in PPP terms. PPP stands for Purchasing Power Parity. Here China has beaten USA. China is $33 trillion, whereas USA is only $28 trillion. So China is ahead of USA by $5 trillion. Now let's see third one, GDP, current GDP growth, 2023, USA is 6.3%, China is 5.2%, so USA is ahead, and USA has overtaken China at a very crucial time. Earlier, China used to be faster, economic faster than USA for decades, but now at the crucial time, post-COVID economy, USA has overtaken. This is very significant. Fourth one is per capita income. USA is $69,000. China is only $13,000. Huge difference. And fourth one is what is about foreign currency reserves, dollars. Here USA has only $241 billion. $241 billion. And USA $3.24 trillion. Here the difference, billion and trillion. Huge difference. China is ahead. Sorry. Last one, bilateral trade or global trade. Bilateral trade between USA and China, or global trade because both of them are number 1, number 2 global economy. So they hold strong, their strong hold is there over the world economy. At the end, if you go to the conclusion, you will see that China is better. China in the sense that its trade is a balanced trade. Export more, import less. USA, it is a deficit trade. Imports more and export less. So here China has beaten USA. Now out of total criteria, who is ahead of whom? To me here I find out of 6, in 3 criteria, USA ahead and remaining 3, China ahead. What are the 3 as I said ahead? Total GDP in real term, USA ahead. GDP growth rate, USA ahead. And per capita income, USA ahead. And China ahead in total GDP, PPP, then foreign currency and balanced trade. So here 3 China and 3 USA. Then who is better to whom? So one thing is very clear. Most of the economists of the world believe that USA is number 1 because real term total GDP matters. And China is number 2 in the world. Okay. So now this part is over. Current, what is the position? Now I will discuss it whether China will overtake USA or not. Here 2 parts are there. First, China will not overtake. The second part, China may overtake. So let us see, first you presume China is not in a position to overtake US economy. Why so? Because US is improving, developing. At the crucial stage I said growth rate, GDP growth rate, that USA has beaten China 6.4% against 5.2%. Number two is USA had big problem of inflation. That inflation is going down now. Interest rate, that also going down now. USA also had problem. Productivity was lesser. Now productivity is going up. So USA is better. How China can overtake? And demand, Chinese goods are lesser demands in USA nowadays. Walmart boss was asked, if you have to choose the goods from China and India, which of the two you prefer it? Reply was given to him that if suppose the particular good is sold to us on the same price, I would go by India goods, not China. Because India goods, they're homegrown goods. Their own company is making it, but USA is outside company, not very sure about the quality. So demand has gone down, so US economy is also going down. However, the big question arises here is whether China will overtake USA or not. It is not very important. More important is China in a position to save her own economy? Economy is melting down very fast. Chinese economy is declining very fast. Can it stop it? Because there are views, world economics views, that China may go down to the history like Soviet collapse. May China collapse as Soviet Union collapsed earlier. Why so? Because real estate has almost collapsed in China. 30% of real estate matters in GDP growth. Total GDP growth out of 100, 30% only real estate. So going down real estate means going down 30% GDP of China. It matters much. So this is one reason that China may go Soviet way. Second reason is deflation. China is huge deflation. Deflation stands against inflation. Inflation means price is going up. Deflation means price is going down. If deflation for longer period is experienced, it may lead to recession. And recession, if again goes for longer period, may go for collapse of economy. That is what had happened in Soviet Union. So, deflation is a big problem for USA. Another is high unemployment. There was a time when there was no unemployment problem in USA. In China. But now huge problem is there because manufacturing companies are out of place. So many companies of the world have shifted from China, gone to other countries. So manufacturing has been affected. People, those who are employed earlier, now suddenly they got unemployed. So this China does not have answer to it. Now other problem is export decreases. Export decreases means a lot of things because backbone of Chinese economy is export only. If export going down, Chinese economy is going down. And export going down, as I said, demand is going down. Chinese goods are not in demand. And finally, as I said, China is better in purchasing power parity, total GDP. But purchasing power parity, as per most of the economists of the world, they believe this is not a proper guide to say about economic strength. Economic strength is judged, is measured only through total GDP in real term rather than PPP. Here, so, I have finished one part. China is not in a position to overtake USA. May China, doubtful. China may save her own economy or not, that also is doubtful. So, now next part is, I will go for the analysis where I will clarify so many things. And finally, analysis. The first point of analysis is that any prediction or speculation about economic growth may not be true tomorrow. Suppose tomorrow geopolitics shift or breakthrough in technology that may make difference in economy. What is truth today may not be true tomorrow. Already happened in the past. In 1985, China adjusted inflation. That time, per capita income was only $300 billion. Today, $13,000 billion. See the difference. Moreover, only population of China, an export-based economy and FDI that made Chinese economy miracle in the past. Who knows what will happen in future? Besides, China has already taken up extreme corrective measures. As I said, China has invested huge investment in manufacturing. China has shifted from export-centric to consumer-led debt-fallen model. So model has been changed. China is trying to correct it. China has added liquidity. Lot of cash has been put into market. Cutting reserves for the bank in view of deflation. And Chinese government has asked bank continue giving loan to the builders, real estate. Otherwise, it will finally collapse. All the corrective measures China has taken up. Despite all these extreme measures, what happened? China has taken all these extreme measures. Result is not very encouraging because export and import have fallen quicker, further down. So whatever trouble China has in economy, it's not only today. Chinese economic trouble is coming since last couple of years, 3-4 years. Yes, only cracks is visible today. This is the only difference. Moreover, the fact remains that USA has outperformed Chinese economy and pulls ahead in global economy. This is a fact. So USA face is different as regards economy is concerned. Suppose if USA, China both grows 2% economy per year for more 15-20 years, what will happen? Still, US economy is ahead of China 42%. Yes, if China grows 5% and USA continue only 2%, then only Chinese economy will be larger than USA by 58%, otherwise no. Now, US growth has picked up in productivity. Result is two merits, 2 plus points. First is, this picked up in productivity has improved faster growth. The second, without inflation. Economy grows, but inflation does not grow. So US economy, the health of US economy is better today. In view of all such facts, I would like to conclude it is not very easy for China to overtake US economy. Finally, I would like to conclude by quoting an example of Bloomberg economist, a well-known economist. What they say, China may briefly surpass US during 2040s, but only for a small margin before falling back. This is the end of my video. Thank you all very much.